Hey everybody, Jam Creates here, driving home from work once again, a little later than usual, had a long day today. So if this is your first time listening or watching one of these videos, this is me driving home from work and talking to my camera while it sits in my phone camera while it sits in my pocket. Today I'm going to talk about, let's see, what should we talk about today? Let's talk about Twitter. I know, I've talked about this before. It seems to be kind of a big topic with me. But I think part of the reason is because for a long time I ignored Twitter, just didn't even use it at all. And now I've been kind of ignoring Facebook for a long time, and Twitter has kind of taken over just because of, I don't know, because I've had better interactions on Twitter, although Facebook now, I've joined a couple of groups that are pretty cool, and that I'm starting to have some good interactions there, so we'll see. But what I really wanted to talk about is, it's an interesting thing. I'm seeing people who are... listen, there are people who are on Twitter all day long just posting nothing but nonsense and talking crap to each other and accusing everyone of being the worst things humanly imaginable, left and right, back and forth. And that's just annoying. I stay away from that stuff. I see it, and I may read it, and once in a while I might even chuckle at something that someone says if it's particularly funny. But I stay out of it. I do not involve myself in it in any way. And that's just me. I don't want to be bothered. I don't have that much time to invest. So the time that I'm going to invest on social media, I like it to be useful for me. As I've mentioned many times before, I have a full-time job. I have a wife and a kid. And, I don't have a ton of time for that kind of stuff. So for me, this has been the way I've been kind of choosing to express myself now is through YouTube. And, all three of you who watch my videos on the regular basis, you're getting to know me. That's a joke because technically some videos haven't even been watched by three people. No, seriously, interesting thing. It's kind of off topic for a second, but hey, you know what? Hey, I got a whole ride home. BitChute. I went on BitChute, and all my videos that when I upload them to YouTube, they automatically get uploaded to BitChute. And the weird thing is, for some reason, on BitChute, I get better views. I get more views on BitChute, and I just don't know if it's because it's a smaller platform and there's less content there, or if for some reason my content is playing better with the BitChute audience. I really couldn't tell you. It's just an interesting thing that I've noticed. But, let's be honest, YouTube is the de facto video sharing service, and that's just all there is to it. Now, what I was saying about having my interactions on social media be worthwhile, what do I mean by that? Well, as many of you know, I took a huge long break from drawing, and I've gotten back into it in recent time, and I am by no means I'm by no means a top-notch artist, because I'm rusty. It's been a long time, and I'm getting myself back into it, and I'm practicing all the time, and I'm learning again. And I will say this: I do think things are coming easier to me now than they were when I was younger. And I don't think they're coming easier to me now because suddenly I'm more talented, because that's just silly. Why would I suddenly be more talented at 43 than I was when I was, 20? But I think what it is I am older and I have more patience. And I understand the need to do things the right way to make them look better. Like when you're a kid, you're always looking for shortcuts. You just want to draw a finished product right from the start. You don't want to build up a figure or anything like that. And as an adult, I'm okay with, starting with a line, an action line, and then building up a stick figure and going from there. And that kind of stuff. And so, that's where I've gotten. And the interesting thing is, I also feel like I progressed recently pretty quickly. I feel like my art has gotten much better because of the interactions I had on social media. I had an interaction, I drew a couple of figures, and I had an interaction with Mike S. Miller on Twitter where he critiqued my figures. Nothing huge, just a little like, hey, I like this one better, that one looks a little stiff, whatever, But it was enough for me to be like, cool. He actually looked at my pictures and gave me some advice. He told me this one looks better, that one, awesome. That's cool. Then later on, I was doing some more stuff, and to be honest, I don't even really know how it started. But I had this fairly long, lengthy interaction between myself and Donald DeLay and Kelsey Shannon and Kanan White, where the three of them were giving me advice on what I was doing. And, I drew a couple of figures, and I was just practicing my poses, and Donald called out something I was doing to draw my poses right away. In the first image I drew, he called it out, and he said, it looks like you're doing this, and it's making your drawings look stiff. You should be doing this, and it will have more flow and more action to it. And in the instant I took his advice to heart, and I did what he told me to do, my drawings instantly looked better. And that's where taking advice from people who are further along, whether they're younger than you or older than you or whatever, is irrelevant. These are better artists than me, and I would be foolish not to take their advice, and not to take their critiques seriously, and not to try and apply what they're giving me and make my stuff better. And right away it did. And it's funny because I did what he said and I applied it, and then I tweeted back at them a new picture after that, and they all universally said it looked much better, and they encouraged me to keep going. So I did some more, and I posted at them again, and they just kept encouraging me, and they were really with me. And it was really cool to have like these artists that I respect so much because their work is really fantastic, and to have them encouraging me, being like, do it, dude, you can do it, like, this is good, you're getting better, like, keep going. And it's been a while because, I mean, honestly, I am I'm very polite. I'll put it that way. I am a very polite person. It's in my nature, it's in my upbringing, it's just how I am. I am a nice person, and I try to be nice to everyone. I try to treat everyone with respect, and I try to be nice to everyone, and I'm polite. I am just that's just how I was raised. And so I didn't want to inundate those guys with, by adding them a million times with stuff. In fact, I even said to them at one point, like, if I'm, tell me to knock it off with, adding you in these tweets if it's too much, like, because I don't want to bug these guys. Like, they have enough going on. They don't need someone constantly tweeting at them. And they were all universally, to a person, were like, no, it's cool. Do what you do. But I've been, pretty much leaving them alone at this point, and I've still been practicing, and, maybe I'll do something and see what they have to say about it now, and just give them an update on how I'm doing and what I'm doing. It'd be interesting to see how they react. But those positive reactions from them, and the advice from them, and the critiques from them were so invaluable to me that I will treasure that forever. I mean, that is something that you just can't get. I mean, when I was a kid, you didn't get that. Unless you went to a show, an artist was there, and you had work to show him, and he was willing to review your work and give you an honest critique, and not just, brush it off or whatever, or tell you what he thinks you want to hear so that you'll buy his stuff or anything like that. Like, it was hard. Like, you didn't get that. And now with social media, you can get these really cool interactions, which is why I don't understand why so many people go on social media and just turn it to crap. They go on and all they do is bitch at people and complain about people. And the old saying, of course, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. However, I also understand when you're being attacked by people left and right, you want to defend yourself and you want to just, you want to clap back. I get it. That makes sense. I understand it. So I don't really blame anyone who's being called a Nazi for 6 months straight or a year straight, finally just clapping back and saying, shut up, and going back at the people who are coming after them. I get it. I absolutely get it. But I feel like social media can be what you make of it. And I've gotten some good interaction on Mindy Wheeler's Facebook group that she has. She has the Mindy Wheeler's Comicsgate group. I've had some good interaction on there. I've had some good interaction on the Lone Star fan group. Some good interaction. That's probably it, really. There's a couple of other groups I'm in that I haven't really had too much interaction on. But this is the thing. Like, these are people who are into comic books. They're into the same types of comic books that I like. They, I post about my videos and they give me feedback on that stuff. That's another thing. I've posted videos and of some reviews of comics I did, and I've had the creators of the comics get back to me on Twitter and say, really appreciate the review. I think you were spot on with what you said. I hope you'll buy issue 2. Just some really nice, feedback from these guys from Alterna, from guys like Rob Feldman, who does Psycho KO, and from Robert Geronimo, who does Blood Realm. Like, he even has an account on Twitter that tweets in character from the story, which is really cool. And he had this whole elaborate tweet about my video. It was really cool, and that's the kind of thing, that's inspiring for me to have the creators be like, dude, I appreciate you, and I appreciate you buying my book, and I appreciate you reading my book, and I appreciate you putting up this video about my book. That's awesome. And it's really cool to have these good interactions, and this is what feeds into me wanting to keep doing videos. And while I've been doing mostly these commuter videos because just quite frankly they're the easiest ones for me to find the time to do, I do want to do some more reviews and comic book videos, just because I had an interesting thing when I was posting in Mindy Wheeler's group about the interactions that I had with Rob Feldman from Psycho KO, and she was saying, you don't understand, I've been on the other side of this thing, and having someone take the time to make a video review of your comic book is really inspiring to a creator. And she said, you don't understand, you made his day by putting out that video. And it was really cool. It opened my mind to a different view of, I never really thought of it that way. But you know what? If I had a book out there and someone took the time to make, especially if they actually liked the book, if they took the time to put out a video to compose, to express their thoughts on why they like the book and, that kind of thing, I think that's really cool. I would think that was really cool. And, it never really dawned on me that that's what I was doing. I just wanted to make a video about a cool comic book. And so I definitely would like to do more of those. And Alterna is definitely going to be a brand of choice for that, because the creators at Alterna and Peter Samedi, the guy who runs Alterna, are all super engaging on Twitter. They all, to a person, they thank you for buying their stuff. They really want to hear what you think of it. They want to see people enjoying their books. They have such a passion for the things that they're creating and that they're putting out there, that they want it. They want to see you enjoying it. They want to see people reading it, and that's really cool. It's a lot different than someone saying, don't buy my book because, you're not the right type of customer, or something nonsensical like that. These guys are in business to do business. They want people to read their stories. They want people to read their books. Like, and people who care about their stories and care about the books they're making, they want people to read them and enjoy them. If you don't care about whether or not people want to read your story or enjoy your story, then you should probably question why you're making it. So anyway, with that said, I'm home, and I guess I'll title this video something along the lines of like, social media is what you make of it, or some, I don't know, whatever. Whatever it ends up being, you'll see when you see the video. So anyway, that's it. That is my Commuter Cast. I think I'm up to number 6 now. And I will be putting up more videos, so please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe. I thought about getting into someone else's drama here because it really annoyed me. But I feel weird kind of inserting myself into someone else's drama. I don't know. We'll think about it. But if you have a good interaction on Twitter and you have a good interaction with an artist, or if a professional artist with years of experience and books under his belt takes the time to critique you and try to help you to get better and to be better, listen to that advice, please. It's invaluable. Don't take it as an insult. It's not. This is them trying to help you to get better. So take it for what it is. It's help. It's not insult. So that's that. And this is the video. If you like it, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, all that junk. Follow me on Twitter. I'm at jam_creates. I'm on Minds at jam creates. Like I said, I'm on BitChute. Jam creates on BitChute. If you like that better than YouTube. That's it. I'm on DeviantArt too, although I don't post it that often. I just posted something yesterday, I think. I should really get back to doing that again more often. I'm Jam Creates on that too. I'm Jam Creates everywhere. The only difference is on Twitter I have the _. So that's it. I'll see you soon. And yes, I do need to continue working on these outros. All right, peace out.